Hi everybody, I'm Captain Floofers, and I totally didn't slack off for another month in between recordings of this. You know me, I don't do things like that. Anyway, welcome back to LEGO Dimensions, and when we last left off, we cleared out the Portal 2 level pack, and today I'm going to start going into the remaining level packs that were released for 4.0. For 1.0. There was no 4.0. There wasn't even a 3.0. For 1.0. There were three level packs left, and I will be basically playing through them in the order of release. So let me just go down to the drawer of fun down here. That's what I should probably not call it that, but it's just the drawer out of one of my little drawer out of one of my shelves where I keep all of my LEGO Dimensions stuff in. And right now it only has the 1.0 stuff in, but I digress. So the next level pack to be released was the Doctor Who level pack, which was released, I believe, during either Wave 2 or Wave 3. This is not based on any particular story for Doctor Who. I'm fairly sure that when this game came out, Peter Capaldi was still fairly new at being the Doctor, so they didn't really have a lot to draw off of and still keep the 12th Doctor as the main character. So they made up a whole new story and level. So it's a Doctor Who based story for a LEGO game of this kind. So as you might expect, it's basically just it's an excuse plot with plenty of fan service thrown in, and I'm okay with that. So the pack itself comes with the 12th Doctor, as well as parts with which to build the TARDIS and K9. The TARDIS, of course, being his phone booth time machine. I said phone booth. A police box, basically the same sort of thing. It's a police box time machine, or at least it looks like a police box because of reasons in the show. And K9 is one of his assistants, one of his companions, I should say. Mostly from some of the earlier days. I've actually been watching some Doctor Who lately, some old Doctor Who. I got the Key to Time series on DVD for Christmas, so I've been watching that, and K9 is in that. He is a good boy. But we'll see K9 as stuff goes on. Now, does this have... No, he only has the one face. Probably because the hairpiece is not too terribly... Well, it also covers the back of his head. That's whatever. I've also found out that editing LEGO Dimensions the way that I have been is kind of a pain in the butt. But I will persevere because I do want to do this. I know that I always come up with all these ideas that are way too ambitious. But you know, like I tried to do with Final Fantasy XIV, and it wasn't super convenient to do that. But at least with LEGO Dimensions, I don't need an active subscription to play it. And it is a thing that I'm going to be, you know, I'm trying to actively do as a side thing. But, you know, I get lazy. That's why we have only had 2 podcasts so far this year, even though it's supposed to be a regular thing. So anyway, I've got the Doctor here. He's got a sonic screwdriver, as is, you know, that's his tool of choice. Let's go ahead and plop him onto the game, put the game on the screen. And to unlock TARDIS and K9, we need to play the Doctor Who level. So of course, we're going to do that. Also, travel to level, yes. So if you notice, the life bar for him has 2 hearts on it because he's a Time Lord. Time Lords have 2 hearts. It's fun.
Hey, you might find this interesting.
No, I won't. Oh, there's a Dalek. It's been a while since I've played this again, but from what I remember, it's just mostly fan service.
Typical Daleks. What is their fascination with Earth? That's my
He has a lot of books. And did he have that? Did Peter Capaldi have that in the TARDIS? I like I said, I haven't watched in a long time. Davros. That's right, Davros was in the,
This time, there's a 0% chance of the doctor's
Was Davros in the... I can't... It's been so long since I even played the story mode now. I can't remember if Davros was there, if it was like the Emperor Dalek. Davros is the creator of the Daleks. So you got this neat little Lego-fied... I know that this is... Oh, there's Colin Baker. There's Peter Davison. And there's Sylvester McCoy. There's Tom Baker. There's been a lot of doctor artists, artists. Dalek Extermination of Earth. Well, they're just going to town. This is not something the Daleks normally do. They usually have some kind of a plan and whatnot. But there are a lot of actors who have played the Doctor over the years.
Who else but the Daleks would cause so much destruction?
The way that it works out is,
To find a way up onto the
for those of you who aren't familiar with Doctor Who, then I guess welcome.
these broken shutters are nothing.
The Doctor is not a he is not a human. He is a one of an alien race called the Time Lords. They're just a bunch of, well, I mean, he's a time traveling guy. He goes around having adventures. His goes basically anywhere in time and space, and his motivations are usually different depending on his personality at the time. See, when the show first aired, it was actually meant to be like an educational show for kids, and I mean, even though there were some like pretty freaky parts, I think this is introducing us to repairing. He does so with his sonic screwdriver.
I'm fairly sure that the Daleks didn't get lost on their way to a plumbing convention.
You never know. But the Doctor himself was a crotchety old man, and after a while, his actor William Hartnell, was getting on in his years and was becoming very ill, and he wasn't able to really continue with the show. But they wanted to keep the show going, so they came up with an idea that the Time Lord physiology is such a way that when they die, they regenerate into another body. So they were able to bring in another actor, Patrick Troughton, who was the second Doctor. But every time he regenerates, he looks different, and he also has a different personality with him. Now, this is already outdated. There's as of the the game's release, there were 12 main Doctors, each played by different actors, obviously, that went through over the years. There were 7 Doctors from the original series from the 60s to the 80s. There was a made-for-TV movie in the 90s, which was supposed to be a pilot for an American Doctor Who show that never took off. But that is canon, and he is the 8th Doctor in that one. And then the newer series, which started, I believe, in 2005, featured Christopher Eccleston as the 9th Doctor, and went from there. There's also an in-between Doctor known as the War Doctor, who was played in a special by John Hurt. And at the time of this recording, there's currently the 13th Doctor, who is played by Jodie Whittaker, currently on TV. Again, I stopped watching after a while because certain characters I thought were really dumb, and I didn't like them, and they were pretty much becoming like the center of attention as far as the plot goes. Like, they were taking the attention away from the main character here. So like it was near the end of the 11th Doctor's tenures when I stopped watching. I still watched like the team ups, because they'll have team up specials for like their I'm not paying attention to what he's saying at all because I'm just rambling. But usually when like every 10th anniversary, there's like some sort of team up. Like the 10th anniversary was the first 3. The 20th anniversary was 4. But they say 5, but there were 4 of them. And the 50th had 11th, the 10th, 11th, and the War Doctor. And The 60th should be coming up fairly soon within the next few years here, so I'm interested to see how they do there. But like the 50th anniversary was like the last I saw. This is Shattering Glass. Sonic Screwdriver and all. And I had basically said that I would start watching the show again once that character went away. And then she went away, but I just never got around to watching the show again. So I don't. All I know about Peter Capaldi's 12th Doctor is that he's very different than what is depicted in this. I mean, this is a kids' game, so they had to make him more kid-friendly.
We need to get to safety.
They kind of made him a little bit more like the 10th, from what I understand. Just, you know, with Peter Capaldi. But, oh, look. But, from what I've been made to understand, he is a bit like the old crotchety old man first Doctor, but a bit darker, I guess. And I have no idea what kind of personality the 13th Doctor has, because I haven't seen any of her episodes yet. So we got a TARDIS pad here. Basically what this means is we're going to be building the TARDIS at some point. And kind of like the DeLorean in the Back to the Future stuff, the TARDIS is a time machine, and can use special objects like that in order to travel through time. And we are going to have to travel through a couple different eras in this. And mostly what I've been doing is just kind of going around collecting studs, and just while I've been talking, but I need to know when I can build that TARDIS, because I don't remember at all. The Daleks are one of the Doctor's biggest enemies. They are a mutant race who ride around these little trash cans with lasers, because they hate everything. Oh, there's the build pad for that. They hate everything and want to exterminate everything they see as inferior, which is everything. So before more Daleks show up, I'm going to go ahead and start the build process here. Let's bring the camera back to me, because you all love seeing my face. Even though it's a stupid face. But that's enough self-degrading humor for now. I remember when I had first finished playing LEGO Dimensions, back when, before 2.0, I had taken a bunch of stuff off of the stands and put them on my desk at work. Probably going to do the same thing again when I'm done with this LP. But I remember every Doctor Who related thing I had was on my desk, because I don't think I was still really into it at the time, but I like K9. I like the TARDIS. I haven't seen a Doctor I haven't liked so far. I mean, obviously, everyone has their favorites. Everyone has ones that they don't like as much. Like I said, everyone that I've seen, I like in some way. Even the sometimes the quirkier ones are a little annoying. Like Matt Smith, 11th Doctor. He was still pretty good. I thought he was... I didn't like the writing for a lot of his episodes because I'm not a Stephen Moffat fan. But I think that Smith did fairly well with what he was given. I think he was a fairly good actor. And, yeah. My favorite Doctor, by the way, is the 3rd Doctor, played by John Pertwee. Basically, Secret Agent Grandpa. Spent most of his stories exiled to Earth. And he knew martial arts, and he had a cool old-timey car called Bessie, I think? It's been a while since I've watched any of it. I have some Doctor Who on DVD, not a lot, but I do have Inferno, which is my favorite 3rd Doctor story. I also like the 4th Doctor a lot. I know he's one of the quirkier ones, but I don't know. He's quirky for more entertaining reasons. That's the one with that's played by Tom Baker. The Fourth Doctor is the one with the long scarf and all that. He's actually the one I'm watching now on DVD with the I got the Key to Time series, which is the first like ongoing story that I really watched. That's actually why I got Netflix in the first place, was to watch Doctor Who, because I was so interested in all of the older stuff. But then I stopped watching Netflix recently because, I mean, A, they don't have Doctor Who on there anymore. B, all the stuff that I was watching either ended or got canceled. And yeah, I do have my regrets. Like almost right after I stopped, Stranger Things Season 3 came up, and I still haven't watched that, but I know that all these companies are trying to make subscriptions the way of the future, and that's how it's pretty much going because everyone's buying into it. But I'm not paying for more than one subscription thing at a time. I have Amazon Prime Video, mainly because I have Amazon Prime, and I use it. But like if I get to a point where I stop using Amazon Prime, then I might go back to Netflix. But in the meantime, Netflix has been sending me emails saying, please come back. Well, they don't even say please. They say, come back today. And I'm like, no, you didn't say the magic word, Netflix. I'm not going to pay for more than one subscription thing right now, because I'd rather use the money to pay for things that I want. Like, well, I actually just finished buying the last of the Lego Dimensions thing I need for the LP. I bought that today. Basically saved all of the expensive stuff for last. The last thing I needed was a what was it? It was the team pack for Teen Titans Go. And I didn't have any Teen Titans Go stuff because I've never been into Teen Titans. I mean, I like Cyborg, but and I like Nightwing okay. But like, I never got into the cartoon. I never, I definitely haven't gotten into the newer cartoon. I've seen episodes of it here and there, but it's never been a thing that I paid attention to. So, ergo, I didn't care about Teen Titans Go, ergo, I didn't buy any Teen Titans things until I'm like, I'm just gonna do this LP. But of course, that's the reasoning why I bought a lot of stuff. But yeah, the stuff started getting expensive once I realized exactly what I needed. Because I was originally just going to go for like the Starfire fun pack. And then I realized, oh, I actually specifically need Raven for stuff. And Raven, of course, is only in the team pack. And the team pack is expensive because it has Raven in it. And people who are going for 100% want it. And so it's in high demand. And here we are. I actually ended up getting a slightly cheaper version, because it was like almost $50 for something that's like normally retails for like 25, maybe 20. But I ended up getting a slightly cheaper version, just a few dollars, but you know, small savings can go a long way. But apparently the box was damaged. Like, it was still like a new product, like it hadn't been opened or anything intentionally. But I don't know if like the flap on it was damaged or something like that. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not keeping the box. I'm planning to open it and use it. I will take your damaged goods. As long as it's not missing any pieces. I don't know if they can, prove that or not, but they just said that the box was damaged. They didn't say any of the inner bags or anything was damaged, so good enough. But I don't know. Maybe I should start looking up more Doctor Who and whatnot. sure there's a way I can do that. My roommate tends to leave the TV on downstairs a lot for his dog when he's not home. And lately he's been keeping it on BBC, and they've been showing Doctor Who a lot on there. Like they've had like I think they had like a big marathon recently. And I've been seeing like, you know, mostly a lot of Capaldi and Whittaker, but yeah, that's the stuff I'm interested in seeing, really. Okay, so there's 3 panels. Only one of the panels is different for the outer panels because that one has the door on it. So this. And I think that's, yep, then we're going to just put the base on. Put K9's parts over there, as well as any other parts that we don't use, because there are always extra bits. There's our TARDIS. It looks like a British police box, because the reasoning for that is because normally a TARDIS has something called a chameleon circuit, which allows it to blend into its environment. But the chameleon circuit is broken, so the TARDIS always looks like a British police box. And the one time they actually went to the place to fix it, the 4th Doctor died and was forced to regenerate. Alright, let's go back to the game now. And we will save to the toy tag. We got our TARDIS. Oh. And I got spawn camped by a Dalek. Oh, the TARDIS is already on its little place. Let's quickly get inside. And we can actually, if I remember the controls, stay inside the TARDIS, please. I don't remember what to do with it. You can fly around with it, is what I'm trying to get at. It's doing the activate noise. It's, okay, pushing L1 and R1. That's its activation. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just take it off and then replace it. Alright, there it is. Speed up these Daleks. Alright, now we can fly it around. Alright, so left stick moves it, right stick changes its elevation. It can be destroyed and come back. I think they changed... I don't remember the controls being like this. I think they changed them with 2.0 or something, but... it works for me. So let's stomp this down onto its little place. Please. This little TARDIS pad is supposed to be able to take the TARDIS and yeah, okay, I don't need that. Let's read the. I'm going to read the other hint so that I remember what to do. Yes, I needed to explain.
Hey there. I dug out some information you might...
Okay. I need to go into the... oh, okay, I see what I gotta do. So I gotta put it onto the thing. Go inside the TARDIS. I'm safe in here. And then I can...
No, this can't be right. I must have developed a fault.
I'm going to build K9 in just a second here, but I'm just going to collect these studs. And then when I'm in here, I hit the control panel, and that will allow me to time travel. So I'm just going to collect some studs here before we build Good Boy. I don't know how often K9 has been in the show recently. The last time I saw him, he made some cameos here and there alongside Sarah Jane Smith. Sarah Jane was one of the companions for the third and fourth Doctors. Basically, she was like a gap bridging companion. Essentially, when a Doctor regenerated, they did tend to keep around the people who are companions when they regenerated. There were some different circumstances, like none of the.
Stay calm. I've got a plan.
Hold on. I know the second Doctor didn't when because of the way that he regenerated.
Basically makes a fuzzy noise and stuff gets fixed.
Because of the way that the second regenerated and the third, like his companions didn't stick around. But then when the seventh regenerated into eighth, he didn't have any companions at the time, and then 10th and onwards, he just kept getting. No. Clara stayed from 11th to 12th. I don't even know anymore. But Sarah Jane. Here's Kanan. Now back to me. Good. Sarah Jane was there from the end of the third Doctor to basically being the first companion for the fourth. And she was an incredibly popular character and had her own spin-offs and everything. I don't know if she built K9? But I think she's the reason that K9 is there. I don't know K9's origins. I've only seen stories of K9 in them, but K9 was also very popular. And K9 is also in this game voiced by his original voice actor, John Gleason, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly sure he is. John Gleason, right? John Gleason is his name. I don't know if I said Gleason before or not. I could be second guessing myself. Who knows? But as the name suggests, he is a robot doggo. He talks. He is very smart. He has lasers. And that's pretty much all there is to it, really. Well, he also has a little suction cup thing that comes out of his like eye visor that he uses like as a radar or to project his laser sometimes. But he is a good boy, and I like K9 a lot. I'm just gonna keep on harping on how much of a good boy K9 is, and he's gonna help us in our adventure here once we get him built or repaired or whatever the case may be for the lore. I certainly don't remember the lore too much because, again, it's been literally years since I played this this level. Whoop, go back. And so yeah, something I also noticed when I was editing these, with the way that I have OBS aligned with the face cam, I actually have the image is like on the far left side because this isn't like a widescreen face cam. So basically, in order to help me properly align it, I have it all the way set to the left, so that whatever is not being used up can get cut off when I place it on the right-hand side of the screen. But when I started doing things like this, putting my face front and center on the screen, I realized I had to trim off from the side, and then it would center the cam. So you can actually see on the sides, pointing to the sides of the screen here, you can actually see the game footage still. I mean, when I start off the video, I actually take the the footage out to keep it a little cleaner. But because I kind of want to keep the music going, and the way that Cadian Live works, if I get rid of the just the video footage, it gets rid of the audio as well. Because I don't want to just be like talking here in silence. That's why I add additional music in the opening segments when I don't have the footage going, when I'm building the first thing. Okay, because I'm OCD, I gotta make sure that the picture lines up properly. It doesn't matter, I know, but I'm fairly sure I have some manner of OCD that prevents me from doing otherwise. So bear with me. Alright, got his tail, that's gonna clip on there. Little side plates. Oh, there's a little canine nameplate that goes on the side, which is one of the cutest things ever. I'll show you in a second. Oh, now I'm making his head. His head is made out of several tiny pieces, which is expected for something like this. Put two of these. Oh, that's the wrong color. It's one of the extra pieces for the TARDIS base. And this is his ears. And then this little wrench part is his neck, which will clip onto the hinge here. And then we fold the sides in. And we got ourselves a Robo-Doggo. It even has Lily's name. I don't know if you can really make that out, but it says K9 on there, and it's the cutest thing. So, swapping back over to the game footage so we can claim K9's toy tag. And he talks. So, I believe K9 has the ability to destroy silver Lego pieces, which is good. And that'll clear up the console. And K9 is one of those characters because he... I don't think we've actually had anything like that yet. I guess technically the turret from Portal will count. But sometimes sometimes an item that's associated with a character is another character himself. Now, with K9, you can't directly control him, but you can use him kind of like as a little vehicle. So let's push that. We're going to go to... that's where we were with Central London 2015. I think what we need to do is start using K9 to destroy things. Hold on, K9. K9. Oh. I can do this. Bring K9 to me. Hold on. Deal with them. Now let's see if I can remember what else I can do. Because it's not letting me time travel yet. I know I gotta do something with that bus, but I can't jump up there. I don't think K9 can't jump. Well, crap. Oh, was I just supposed to destroy this the whole time? Am I that stupid? Probably. I would not... Yes. Sometimes that happens. But we have infinite regenerations. I don't know what happened to the regeneration limit. I know there was like an older episode that said that like the Time Lord like Council can give regenerations, you know, back, like additional regenerations or whatever. Because apparently you're only ever meant to be able to regenerate like a certain number of times. And you know, if you count the War Doctor, I think the 11th was supposed to be the last one. So I think it just happened. Alright, I'm gonna need something to go on here, because I don't have anything I can find to do. And these Daleks are just gonna keep on coming. And keep in mind, I'm just trying to... I'm just doing this with, you know, whatever comes with the level pack. I'm not going to, like, put on another character right now, because that's not keeping with the spirit of what I want to do with the LP. And here's something I absolutely, completely missed, because it kind of, went into the background. Damn it! We'll grow stronger, but just grow more annoying. How come the TARDIS and K9 are just kind of sticking around where they're supposed to be able to follow you around? Now the Daleks are really getting annoying. Apparently, can't destroy this. And I can't move elsewhere in the stage via the TARDIS right now. Let me try again. Let me try going in again. Okay. Isn't that where I was? Okay, I think if this doesn't bring me back to where I just was, okay, yeah, now I feel stupid. I guess it just doesn't show me where I currently am.
A good year. Or at least it will be if we can find the next power source to break down the Daleks' force field.
So I'm guessing we were in the future. Fair enough. I believe it. So let's just destroy some things for studs. Sorry that took so long. Sometimes I'm dumb and can't figure things out. On a children's Lego game that's supposed to be made easy for children to figure out. I can't do anything with that.
No, this can't be right. I must have developed a fault.
I'm overthinking things is my problem. I'm like not thinking of the obvious solutions. Okay. Well, there's some things we can destroy there. I think there's autons here, which are animated mannequins, basically. Easier to... Why are you not picking up the studs, K9? Why am I not picking up the studs? That's peculiar. Anyway, let's cause some traffic accidents, I suppose. Yeah, there's autons. Yeah, not sure why we can't pick up those studs in the center, but I'm really not too worried about it, again, for reasons. When we come back to 100% the level, I'll be able to get the full money thing then. That is magic. I cannot use magic. Time to build a thing. What is this going to do? Oh, it's going to be part of the truck. We're going to probably use that to dump some stuff out.
Okay, I'll deal with this. Basically, the eyebrows say I'm in charge.
Plant a tree. Apparently he has commanding eyebrows. Oh, Daleks just show up here as well. That's great.
Daleks have picked up a few timey-wimey tricks of their own.
So that means that they're just going to keep showing up here now.
But you know how it is. Things to do, planets to save.
Okay. That's magic. Can't do anything with that. Oh, maybe the tree will allow me to do something in the future. Screw you. 2025. That's not too long from now. Can't skip this. We're gonna be seeing this a lot, I guess. 45 minutes already. Alright, so that, okay, so the other trees there now can get up onto the bus. Because it's a Lego game. There you are, K9. Let's go this way because you can go quicker. And they can still die.
Intruder alert. Protect the energy shield. Exterminate the doctor. I obey.
Destroy this car here.
Interesting. It must be another remote generator powering the Dalek energy shield.
There's a pickup over there. Mini kit. I need K9 for that. Can't get up there without a double jump person. Let's get K9 over here so I can just kind of shoot at this stuff. Get my studs quicker. There's another TARDIS pad. Yeah, so you say. Blow that up. Oh, I think this makes a trampoline to get up there. Indeed. Or not trampoline, but a means of conveyance. I don't know why I thought it was a trampoline. But regardless, we got that shut down. Now then we just have to find a way over there and destroy that. Ah, time travel. It's pointing it out for me. So basically, whenever the Daleks just kind of follow me to wherever I am, it means, okay, time to time travel now. Let's bring the TARDIS back over. You know who I am. March 2015. More of this. Oh, they're already here. I mean, I know that they're on the other side, but... I would have to be fighting the Autons by this point. I think Cybermen show up at some point in this. I don't know if that's just the story mode, or if that's in this level. I'm fairly sure Zygons show up someplace, but that could be just the free roam area. Still have yet to show off any of the free roam areas, because I actually I had a way of that I was going to do the free roam areas at first, but I came up with another way just to kind of show off more of the figures and whatnot. Because if I had just gone through the way that I would have normally done things, I would just be using the figures that I would normally use and like none of the vehicles or whatever. Or even some figures just would go unused whatsoever because I wouldn't need them. But I do plan to at least use everything a little bit. So I will have more uses for like the Simpsons car and the TV when we get to that stage of the game. Alright, so blow that up. What is this meant to be? So I guess that was like a little Nistine consciousness bubble.
Have you seen these eyebrows? They're attack eyebrows.
I don't know what the thing is with his eyebrows. I think that's a running joke in the show. I really should watch the show again, but I don't know. I just got so much other stuff to watch. I have so much stuff on DVD I haven't even watched yet. I've had for years. I just haven't gotten around to watching the DVDs. I got the entirety of Babylon 5 waiting for me to watch it, and yet I keep getting distracted by other things. Alright, so attack eyebrows. What did that do? Killed some Autons. Oh no, you know what I think that is? The Autons is just part of a collectible. Because I can see there's another one of those bubbles into the magic, and the Doctor can't do anything with that. So that is a very much a what do you call it? An optional thing. Well, there's nothing here that I notice. Can I go here? Is there like another time period I can... I'm fairly sure there's like another time period I can go to. There is. I can pop around in Victorian times. I saw Batman poster in the comic book shop, because of course. So 1895, that's another place. Of course it's winter. Lee Sen Chang, I think that is...
Victorian London. The Gelf. Weng Chiang. A giant dinosaur in the Thames. I've got a tale or two to tell from my time here.
I've seen so many...
Must be winter. Strange how quiet.
Like almost every like Victorian story takes place during like Christmas or whatever. But I've seen many a Doctor Who story that takes place in Victorian times because it's England, so I guess it's you kind of gotta do that. Is that a notion over there for them. I don't know. It's kind of like every time you have some kind of a period thing in like a Japanese thing like Kamen Rider, they gotta break out the feudal Japan. Every time there's a time travel story, go to the feudal Japan. There's a especially like if it's a movie version, like Kamen Rider Zio did that. They had the summer movie Overcourser. They went into feudal Japan, and also Overcourser was a really dumb movie. I saw people saying, "Oh yeah, this was a great movie. It's so awesome." It's because you were taken in by the fan service. I mean, I understand they really couldn't do much with a Kamen Rider Drive arc because, I mean, there were a lot of arcs that they really couldn't do a lot with because they couldn't bring the original actors back. I mean, yeah, a lot of the Showa actors not Showa actors, that's not even the correct term at all. Like the older Heisei actors, they all came back. I mean, except for Godai, because Joe Odagiri never, like, he doesn't like, I don't remember what the exact thing is. It's either he doesn't like tokusatsu or just doesn't like henshin heroes. Like, he doesn't hate that he did Kamen Rider Kuga, but he doesn't really like that being the main thing he's associated with. I think that's how that worked out, but, like, you know, Agito had his original actor come back, Ryuki, Faiz, Blade, not Hibiki, because apparently he's a terrible person to work with, not Kabuto, because they never try to get him back for anything. They were able to get Denno back. That was a thing that happened. Like, a lot of the actors are, like, around the time I started swapping over to Neo Decade, or the Neo Heisei stuff. A lot of the actors were like much more well known by that point, and it was like really expensive to bring them back. Like, and that's why that happened with Kamen Rider Drive, because like that actor is really, really popular now. Like he is like an A-list actor now. You gotta put the window over here. I know putting it in different places will affect for collectibles, but we're not looking for collectibles right now. So we gotta put it there. Like, I'm surprised they were able to bring back the guy who played Denno, because like he's apparently like A-list now. Like Double, they cheated out of Double because both the actors who played Double are big name guys now. But like, it was barely. I mean, I haven't seen Kamen Rider Drive yet, but like, it barely seems like a good representation of that, or what I could see as a good representation of that. And that was like the first part of the movie, and then it went into like the dumb movie plot, which didn't really make much sense in the. I mean, doesn't make much sense in the context of things in the show at large, because not even the show makes sense within the context of the show sometimes, because it wasn't a great show. But you know, a lot of people did see like a lot of jabs at the fans who wanted you know, things to make sense. So that was it was a stupid movie. I watched that in the special Kamen Rider build movie with the new form of Kamen Rider Grease in it, and that was a lot more well done than like the theatrical big Kamen Rider Zio nearing the end of the Heisei series of Rider shows anniversary thing. They did so much stupid with that. I mean, I kept watching it because I wanted to see. You know, just the tribute arcs. I wanted to see like all the older stuff. Like I got to see Kamen Rider Blade again. and that was really cool because Blade's my favorite, and he was there, and it was the proper actor and everything. And Chalice was there, and the little girl was all grown up, and she was a main character in that. I'm like, wow, that's really neat. Too bad the only character I care about is Waz, and that's only partially from a meme standpoint. Partially just because I think he's just kind of like one of those delightful, fun-to-watch characters is really all there is to it. And that's all I've really cared about with even with Waz. But he's like the only new writer I liked out of that entire show. Whereas, like, both Zio and Gates were like... Gates was just, like, a bad character, in my opinion. And, like, Tsukuyomi was just wasted. Like, she was just there. And then they gave her, like, a token writer form at the end, spoilers. And she didn't do anything. And I'm just like... You know, then we got 01, and 01 was really good to start with. It's recently just kind of hit a wall in regards to its story, but I still want to see what happens after we get over that hump of a story arc we're in right now with it. I don't know, I am somewhat behind. I only, watch the fan subs when they come out. And, I don't know how far along that story arc is, or if it's even resolved early or something. I don't know. It's a really dumb story arc. So now that I've finished talking about Kamen Rider for a while, I mean, Kamen Rider Zio features time travel, so it's, I mean, not a lot of time travel. It's like the other time travel writer, Den-O, in that respect, but, it's time travel like Doctor Who. Except Doctor Who is a lot better, usually, than Kamen Rider Zio was. Oh, no, I don't want to go to Central London. That's not it at all. I want to go to the Brick Arch. There we go. And also for the people who are unfamiliar, TARDIS actually is in proportion here. It is the size of a standard police box, but when you go inside, it's like a different dimension. It's basically just the police box part. The outside of the TARDIS just kind of acts as a conduit into a whole separate dimension. And, like, the exterior is the thing that really time travels, I guess you could say. So, like, because TARDIS is an acronym for time and relative dimensions in space. And the interior of the TARDIS is actually very spacious. Bigger on the inside, as they say. Oh, I gotta shatter it with Sonic. Not the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog comes later. Oh, there's one more. Okay. It's going with the rule of 3.
Power protects the final generator.
Where is it?
Have you seen these eyebrows? It appears that we still have work to do.
You see these eyebrows? It seems we have more work to do. Okay, so let's quickly get into the TARDIS because I don't feel like fighting these guys right now. And let's just scoot. Alright, let's get rid of these Daleks. And then scoot before more show up. Okay. So let's go over here. Where's the other... thing. Could it be? Can we go further to the right now? Oh, poor canine. No, that's still blocked off. And we're supposed to go back there somehow. Where is... Go this way? No, I can't go that way. Is it this way? No, this is just the beginning. Is there... It's probably someplace more we can go in another time period, then. Because I'm not seeing another way to go in the present. No, there's nowhere else. Let's check around 2015, see if there's anything there. Oh. I see. That's the way forward, and I just left it. Well, hopefully that didn't screw with the events or something like that, and I have to start the level over, because that would suck. And I wouldn't put it past the game to do that, because, as we all know, these LEGO games are absolutely bug-free. It's already glitching on me. I can't go back to the where I just came from. I mean, I can go back to this other place in this time period, but still, that's annoying as hell. And I do not care for that Traveler's Tales. But even with like the major content update, there weren't any bug fixes as far as I know. Oh, I can stealth. Okay. Also, the pad is still there, by the by. I guess it's just partially broken and I can't use it anymore. Alright, so I have to stealth over someplace. Oh, I can run into things with TARDIS. This is actually supposed to be the dump back here. It's where, when the series started, that's where the Doctor and his granddaughter were living. I mean, they were still living in the TARDIS, but... they were just kind of like... that's where the TARDIS was, and they were living there because they were stuck in the 60s or something to that effect. I don't know. I only ever saw the first part of that serial. Because back in the old series, like as opposed to the new series, which are hour-long episodes that have just, you know, their central story and then resolve themselves. The older series were made up of longer serials that were split into half-hour parts.
Basically makes it fuzzy though, so stuff gets fixed.
Okay, we turned off the stealth thing. Can I? Okay. But yeah, I only ever saw the first part of the original serial because it was on YouTube at the time, and that was like, it was around the time when YouTube was still like in its infancy when it came to like the content IDing and everything. Like, there were still like full-length episodes of the show, more or less. That's where I actually saw all the first episodes of the. I mean, it may have still been on Netflix as well, but I remember watching a lot of it on YouTube before I watched it on got a Netflix account and watched it on Netflix. time travel at the moment. But like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch as many of these in order as I can, because a lot of the show from the first and second Doctor's time is lost. Like the original tapes and everything that they were on got overwritten. Okay, so I can just push circle, and it'll take me just to where I need to go, I guess. I don't actually have to go into the TARDIS now. Or maybe I could do that before, and I was just trying to hold down circle. Because usually if you just push circle, it'll do stuff too. Again, I'm overlooking the more, the more obvious solutions that are the solutions. Yeah, I am Foreman. Scrap merchant. That is absolutely the dump where they lived. In fact, they thought that their last name was Foreman. When so I think Susan, who's the granddaughter, I think she still went by Susan Foreman. Even though I don't know what her Time Lord name may have been. But the Doctor was always just the Doctor. Although in the credits he was credited as Doctor Who. Just never called that, but he was credited as Doctor Who until at least halfway through the fourth Doctor's episodes. Like even during Key to Time, which is the thing I'm watching on DVD, like he was Doctor Who, like Tom Baker is Doctor Who in the credits. And there also were some movies in the '60s that like had completely different, like they were basically like the same kind of stories, but like the lore was different. Like I think Susan, like Susan and the Doctor were actually humans, and the Doctor, whose name was actually Doctor Who, was played by Peter Cushing, who is Grand Moff Tarkin in Star Wars, or was. He's long since passed away, and turned into a CGI monstrosity in Rogue One. But we'll let that slide for now. Alright, so I'm just going to keep pushing circle on the teleport pads from now on, because it's quicker, and I'm fairly sure it's just going to take me to where I need to go every time. Again, I don't know if that was an option before, but now I know it's an option I can do now, so I am going to do so. Just to kind of get the show on the road here, because I am nearing an hour and 15 minutes worth of footage, and editing videos of this length is a little annoying. But with something of with a let's play of this length anyway, I do want to kind of prioritize having less parts than less time per part. I know that a lot of people do prefer to watch the shorter videos, but I mean it's not something that you can. It's not something you can't just pause and come back to. I mean, I'm not, as you know, I'm not 100% worried about analytics or anything like that, or the algorithm, because I don't get paid for this. I don't make a living off of YouTube, and I just put stuff up the way I know how to do it, and this is the most efficient way I can think of to do something like this. So I'm not worried about somebody stopping and then coming back later and finishing it. Even though, like, 3 people total are going to watch this. But it's whatever.
You haven't seen Clara, have you? She's my carer. She cares so I don't have to.
Hack switches. I think this was a mini game that was in. I believe this was a mini game that was in the Lego Movie game. But basically, I have to go around on these paths, hack all of the buttons. I can press the X button whenever enemies are near me to push them back, but I don't remember how to activate the little... Because there's a way you can activate these dotted lines to actually become paths. I just don't remember how.
The doctor will see you now.
Oh, I can just keep getting these same studs over and over again for more money. I'm not going to, at least not on purpose, but... How do I do this? This isn't glitched, is it? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Like, nothing surprises me with this anymore. That doesn't do anything. Oh! It's the, I just looked down at the toy pad. So the toy pad has different colored segments. Red, blue, and green. I'm standing on green. I have to move him over to red to get the red path to show up. Now, for all the praising that I've done about how awesome the toy pad is with this game and how it's done the best job of any of these Toys to Life games in interacting with the actual game, and I didn't think that that was the thing that I had to use in order to be able to make progress when none of the buttons worked. It's just like I just happened to glimpse the toy pad, and I saw the different colors, and it just clicked. So I'm gonna put them back on green to get these to show up. Now the different colored enemies will only go on the different colored paths. Like the red will only stay on the red path, the blue will only stay on the blue path, and this gray one will only stay on non-colored paths. So like if I go onto the green, he can't follow me onto the green. Just like if I stay on the unlit path, the red guy can't follow me. And I think that cracked panel, I can only go on that once. Well. Oh. I probably should use the D-pad on this rather than the analog stick, because it allows, in this sort of thing, allows for more precise movements. Alright. Now that's taken care of. So that messes around with that Dalek.
The coast is clear. Time to shut down the energy shield and put an end to this.
And I'm fairly sure that there's some manner of boss I have to fight too. I know that I haven't even gone to all of the accessible time periods, because I haven't gone to any of the side areas. Well, that just warped me over here. That's handy. Oh, what's he doing? Oh,
Just need to find the temporal
two stuff on the Dalek ship?
Gotcha. And then one more pickup before I shut this off for good.
Unauthorized computer access detected.
What? I wasn't doing anything. That was like that when I got here.
I think Dalek or Davros having a coffee is like a running gag through this.
You might have a new face, Doctor. But I see you are still the same old prattling fool.
Davros, not so much a bad penny as a mad penny. What have you done with the population of the Earth?
I have given them new employment.
Oh, that was nice of you.
The Daleks. They're...
Oh.
Yes, Doctor. Your precious humans.
Confine him to a holding cell.
Whilst I reformat a Dalek production line to accept a Time Lord body.
Oh,
I know.
this
I know.
fooling around.
I'll make myself at home, shall I?
Enter.
By the way, I'd like a wake-up call at 7 and 2 soft-boiled eggs for breakfast. And plenty of butter on the soldiers. Daleks. So predictable. And now that I know when and where this ship came from, I can stop this travesty before it happens.
Oh, I go here.
It can't be. This shouldn't even be possible.
This is a place from one of those episodes I didn't like very much. If I remember correctly. Was it the one like the TARDIS graveyard or whatever? I think it either had something to do with Clara or it was that episode where the like Neil Gaiman wrote it, and it was let's rule 34 of the TARDIS or something. I know a lot of people like that one because they like Neil Gaiman a lot, but not a fan. But hey, if you like Neil Gaiman, that's cool. I just not a particularly huge fan of stuff like that he does. Going into darkness, and there's weeping angels around. Oh boy!
Inside the TARDIS. Weeping angels are quantum locked. Keep your eyes on them, and they can't hurt you. Just don't blink.
Haha, Don't Blink was the episode they first showed up in.
Believe. In fact, imagine the fastest thing you've ever seen, and then immediately forget it, because they're even faster.
SCP-183? Third one the statue is. I don't remember. As I've mentioned, it's been a long time since I've seen the SCP stuff, but we can push this. Get rid of that. Actually, I think this was from an episode I hadn't seen before, but I think it was it had something to do with when the 11th Doctor regenerated, and I didn't see that. So it was something that I had started that came on after I'd stopped watching the show. So either way, here we are at this place with a giant TARDIS. It's not made out of Lego, I might add. And yet we still have the smaller TARDIS that can follow us around. I mean, it's not following us around right now, but you know what I mean. Also, the Weeping Angels aren't attacking us, and I don't know how I feel about that. Because I don't know if I should expect them to or not. I don't remember.
And I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, there's the Silence. I remember them. I've seen the episode they were in. Those are the ones where the moment that you look away from them, you forget that they're there. And there was like a big thing with Richard Nixon and the space program, and that was like one of the... It wasn't one of the first 11th Doctor things, but it was one of the first of like his second series or something, or his second season or series, or however you want to refer to it. It's series in the UK, seasons over here. I'm American, for the record. If you weren't able to, but I'm fairly sure I mentioned it once or twice, but it's whatever. Just desecrate these graves for money. Immediately lose all that money by falling off a cliff. I can't do anything with the angels. I know I have to just kill 2 more silence. They just gotta show up. Oh, there's big money over here. Oh, there's one. Hey, bud. Let's bring the TARDIS up here so I can at least grab those studs up here, because that's a lot of money. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's all this, then? It's the Weeping Angel's doing stupid things. Come on, just grab the money. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. Now let's find this last silence and make our way to the end of the level, finally. Didn't mean for it to take this long. Almost at an hour and a half now. And I can only do so many of these before I have to... Because it's almost 8:45 now. So at this rate, I'll probably only be able to do one more level before I have to go to bed. Which is fine, but then I'm not gonna... this stuff's gonna be sitting around for like a month or however long it takes me to...
Silence.
Okay. Okay. I need K9. Are more angels showing up? There seem to be a few more than I remember. There's the phone. Obviously gotta go up this way. I know I didn't destroy those for money, but right now I don't care. Okay. Oh, well. Yo, dog, I heard you like the TARDIS. So we put the TARDIS in your TARDIS.
I must have developed a fault.
So you can travel through time while you travel through time. Alright. Oh, this is a TARDIS pad I'm making here. Yes, give me more parts, please. More, please. There we go. Get on there. Let's go. You going? No, it went into stealth mode. Oh, it's not done yet. Alright, that should do it. Alright, sorry, that was my fault. Yeah, there we go. Now it's like, oh, you can go here now. Ew, this is... It doesn't go straight, it just does really wide turns. And doesn't like to go in the direction you push. Which is what I want all of my vehicles to do. So is this Scaro? Oh, yeah, it's Scaro, okay.
It looks like they've been busy too. Last time I was here, this place was in ruins.
I saw that, I actually saw the one of the first Doctors where the Daleks first showed up, and Scaro was not in ruins.
A multifunctional sonic device of advanced Gallifreyan
And there was like
technology.
another race of people who they were kind of like at war with, who were, I think, were a bit more primitive, or something to that effect. But of course, because the Daleks are like super deformed and hate everything, they wanted to kill everything.
Compatible with that control switch.
And I think eventually it was revealed in a, you know, as per how their history ends up going. There's a fourth Doctor serial, which I think where Davros first shows up, where it turns out that Skaro got nuked by the Daleks in an effort to exterminate everything.
Nothing the sonic screwdriver can't repair.
Because their garbage can bodies could protect them from the radiation, I suppose. And it turned into another quarry planet, basically. Whereas, like, I remember the original Skaro
Controlling Daleks everywhere. Keep an eye
had,
on
like,
those watchtowers scanning for intruders.
what do you call it? They had, like, forests and stuff like that, and then all that was gone after they nuked the place. Oh, Project Searchlight. Sure, if we had a water-based character or something that could put out that fire. Oh, as I expected, if you get caught by the searchlight, Daleks show up.
No, this can't be right.
And then
I must
bugger off, I
What's
guess.
this step? I don't fancy taking a dip in a pool of toxic Dalek waste.
Oh, no, then he comes back. Come on. He's afraid of me. He just keeps backing off. Alright, so do I just cross this? Oh, I jump across. Or I could just do this because it's easier and quicker. Also, I can destroy everything. I just need to put a stud magnet on this thing, and I'm good to go. And I'm fairly sure I'm gonna end up having to, you know, just pick a vehicle, have that be like the main vehicle I upgrade everything with, and that's gonna be the stud magnet. And usually I tend to go for the DeLorean. Because it doesn't control all floaty and stuff like the TARDIS does. And also it has flight capabilities, unlike most of the other cars. Like, so for example, like if I did, you know, like the Batmobile, that doesn't get flight capabilities at any point. I'm fairly sure all of the Batmobiles, forms, are ground-based. Alright. Fairly sure I gotta activate that computer somehow. Oh, I stepped on the other thing. Yeah, there we go. open back up on their own. Great. I step on this and it flings me upward? Is that how it works? No. Do I just have to very quickly put both of these closed? Can I even do that? No, I'm not quick enough, so that can't be it. I'll try it one more time. That one doesn't close quick enough. Oh, that is what I have to do. Thanks. That sucked. Oh well. That's a lot easier if you have 2 players, I suppose, but, I don't have that. Now we got like a pipe dream puzzle here. That's going to be easy to do. Do like this. Do like this. Do like this. Boom. 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 Cool. Now I got stealth in.
Reversing the polarity. Even a pudding brain could have handled that.
Reversing the polarity of the neutron flow. The third doctor said that. Somehow I gotta get in there. Punch my own vehicle. That sure works out well. Can I get through when it's down?
I suppose you expected me to come back with a bow tie and some entertaining hair.
No. Oh, that is how you do. I don't have electricity power, so I can't go through that. And see, that time I didn't know that you could just go through because, like, every time I tried as just the doctor, it would electrocute me. But it turns out you can just, you know, push yourself against it as the TARDIS and eventually you can get through.
Have you seen these eyebrows? They're attack eyebrows.
Can I go up here? No, I can't. Turn that off. Oh, there's another hacking thing.
I can use this control panel to override the controls to that Dalek, just like before.
So
Doctor
Mortis. And there's 8 buttons. Good. Let him go. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of go clockwise here. Stay on the blue, wait until they go that way, then quickly. Let's turn the green on. Go the other way. No, keep going that way, please. Keep going that way, please. Keep going that way, please. That's okay, because I can go up the middle now. That's what I was trying to get to. Oh, come on. I activated that button. You tricked me. I'll activate this one first. I suppose I'll go up to this one real quick. If it'll let me. Thing is, it won't just let me stop and stomp real quick because it's like a one movement at a time, and it's like timed in between when you can do movements. So you don't have a good response time when you want to do something like that. Skip across there. I don't even think I have to activate the red. I can just go across. 'Cause if it's mirrored like I think it is, it isn't. The other button's down there, isn't it? I don't know. I can't exactly look. It's probably freaking down there. Right? Oh, oh, oh. Ah, there we go. They can't get on the red. And it looks like a Dalek. That was more annoying than it needs to be. I think we've got like a boss fight with Davros, and I think that's it. But again, I could be remembering that wrong. I just want to get to the end uninterrupted by Daleks. Oh, there's the Dalek Emperor. Oh, that's Davros.
It is fitting that you should be the first to fall to the power of the Daleks.
Surely you must be running out of escape pods by now.
All hail Davros,
Okay, so
the creator of the Daleks.
After all this time,
alright, so obviously he's going to shoot lightning at us. I think we have to get him to shoot the lightning at the pylons. It will allow us to not get hit during the cutscene, and also, if we can... Oh no, I just punch it, okay.
attack them, my Daleks.
What do you think they've been doing this entire level, my dude? Oh, this is a shiny Dalek. Shiny Dalek requires good boy skills. In fact, I should probably stay on K9 this whole time, because he moves around a lot quicker, too. And obviously we're operating on rules of 3, so we just got to keep on beating up Daleks until he does this. He's going to start shooting lightning at us again. And then we can break one of his shield generators.
Activate Dalek armor.
More silver ones show up. We gotta use K9 to destroy those. Because that's the only thing that I have that can break silver things. I mean, the only thing I have made available to myself. I have plenty of characters that can explode silver bricks, but again, considering I want to beat the level with just the Doctor and the TARDIS of K9, K9's what I got. Maybe one more hit, I guess.
This will be my ultimate victory.
Oh, I gotta build a thing. That's exactly what I want to happen in the middle of being swarmed by respawning enemies. Is I need to build something.
You have confounded me for the last time, Doctor.
Again, this would be a lot easier of a thing to do if I had another character or another player playing with me. But I don't. Oh, he's just gonna leave me alone. I'm guessing I just match up the colors. That's easy.
At once. The Daleks are meant to only obey me. They will obey me!
It's just, well, it's a lights out puzzle. And it showed me the solution. So it's making them target Davros now. More. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. That probably would have taken a lot more time if it didn't give me the solutions.
For future reference, it's a really bad idea to route all your targeting software through a single computer node.
I was about to say, how can they override what the Daleks do? But he's not overriding the Daleks. He's overriding their mech suits, because the Daleks aren't robots. They're biological beings.
See you next time, Davros.
You know, as evidenced by Davros. But Daleks are just like these little blobbity things that just control the trash cans. Alright, so that is the Doctor Who level, and that took almost 2 hours. I mean, not quite 2 hours, but a lot longer than I would have liked. Either way, though, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here, and when we come back, the next level thing. Hopefully it won't take nearly as long, because from what I remember, it's a little bit more straightforward. So, until then, I've been Captain Floofers, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?